concept of energy is very relevant to chemists and other scientists. All chemical reactions require energy, so we need to understand how energy affects chemical reactions in order to better grasp chemical processes. In chemical reactions, energy is mostly supplied in the form of heat. And from our lesson on the kinetic theory of matter, you know that heat is necessary because molecules move faster when heat energy is increased. For a reaction to commence, the reactant molecules must acquire sufficient energy to overcome the energy barrier. This in turn leads to effective collisions. If particles do not collide with enough kinetic energy, there would simply be no reaction. This is why energy in the form of heat is needed in many chemical reactions. It energizes the reactant particles and leads to an increase in the effectiveness of collisions. In exothermic reactions, when the reactant molecules undergo an effective collision, they release enough energy, which energizes the remaining unreacted molecules, enabling them to react faster, thereby increasing the rate of the reaction. Burning of substances in oxygen is a good example of an exothermic reaction. On the other hand, in endothermic reactions, energy is supplied consistently for the reactants to form products. The reacted molecules do not release heat to those left unreacted, so a continuous supply of heat from the surroundings is needed for the rate of reaction to increase. In fact, if you need to continuously heat a reaction mixture, then that reaction is endothermic. Energy exists in different forms. The major form of energy required in chemical reactions is thermal or heat energy. Every molecule, however, has a form of energy stored in the bonds between its atoms. This energy is known as chemical energy. It is this energy that is released in exothermic reactions, by which reactants continue to further react to form products. Potential energy is another form of energy. It is the energy an object at rest possesses by virtue of its position. Kinetic energy, on its part, is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion. Electrical energy is the energy generated as a result of the movement of electrons. Light energy is the energy given off in the form of electromagnetic waves, which make certain types of light visible to the human eye. While sound energy is the energy given off by vibrating objects and can be perceived by the human ear. Another form of energy is nuclear energy. It is the energy given off by the nucleus of an atom during nuclear fusion or fission. In subsequent lessons, we will learn how these forms of energy can be converted from one form to another. Here is a summary of what we have learned in this lesson. Chemical reactions often require energy in the form of heat. Forms of energy include heat energy, chemical energy, potential energy, kinetic energy, electrical energy, light energy, sound energy, and nuclear energy. I'll see you in the next class.